Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. I appreciate the patience that you guys all had, man. You guys didn't have to, but you guys are here. I appreciate that. Fam, when daddy duties come through, you gotta handle business. You guys already know, man. I love this show, but I love my family even more. You know what I'm saying? So when the wifey has to dip out and get some goodies for the fam, you know what I'm saying? Some people are feeling achy in this house. I got duties. But right when I'm ready to go live, you know who wants to go, what am I going to leave him? Nah, I can't do that. That's my boy. Can't do that. So I appreciate you guys waiting around. Love it. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna make up for it because we're gonna have a banger of a show today. So I appreciate y'all. Let's get right to the business. Folks, let's talk about what things that are going on around the league. Because there are a lot of things going on around the league, first and foremost. First, let's talk about it. How congested is the AFC? How congested is the NFC? Fam, there are a lot of things going on right now and a lot of implications. I mean, the Ravens still are alive. They need a lot of things to happen. They got to win out, obviously. They got to win the next game. They have to have the Colts lose. That's the big one, right? Dolphins have to beat the Patriots, which is possible, right? But this is craziness. This is real craziness because, like, right now, you don't know what's happening, right? So, Richard, my man says, "Yo, we got you, Rico. Family first, always, man. I'll never let anybody sweat me. Hey, Rico, you're not here. Hey, ain't nobody paying me millions, but I appreciate y'all anyway." So, here's the deal. Lots of news going on in the league, but there's one thing that I want to stand on is Big Ben. Shout out to Big Ben, man. 17 years of football, man. That's half his life, nearly half his life spent doing something. That's craziness. I mean, and doing something you love. That's the biggest thing, right? I mean, we spent half our lives working somewhere, 25 to 30 years, and then you get to retire and da, right? But 17 grueling years, Super Bowl under your belt. You feel me? So shout out to Big Ben, man. It was a rocky last 2 to 3 years. I mean, it's actually, it wasn't so bad. I mean, they were on a winning streak and everything. But was it just last year? Yeah, last year alone, and then they just crashed. They weren't so bad. They weren't so bad. But this year was a rough one for Big Ben. But he finished strong. A lot of respect for him. 17 years, and that's the thing, man. With one team, it's always difficult to do it with one team, man. I mean, I thought Tom Brady was going to do it with New England forever. You know what I'm saying? When you have guys like Kobe Bryant, one team, you respect it. You respect the organization, number one, because they stick with you and they know what they got with you. Sometimes might stick around too long. I mean, there was a clip. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Juice. That's one of my favorite movies ever. And when Omar Epps jumps into the elevator trying to elude, say Tupac Shakur, he's like, "Oh, I made it." And then here comes Tupac. That's kind of like, here comes Big Ben saying, "Hey, I'm back for next offseason." Whoa. Hold on now. Let's take it easy now. But at the end of the day, what a career he's had. He has an opportunity to finish with a win on the road next week. And shout out to him, man. Big Ben, 17 years, man. That's huge. Around the league, man, those are the things that's going on around the league. There's one big one that's going on around the league. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about it, man. We got to talk about it. So let's get right to it, right? AB, Antonio Brown. A lot of people want to make this guy seem to be, CTE. He's crazy. What's wrong with him? And rightfully so. He's doing some moves right now that got you kind of like, fam, what are you doing? What are you doing? But then there's things that come out, right? There's always two sides to the story. Never jump on the first one. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the first story is not always the correct story, right? And I'm not saying the first story was wrong, but there are some, you know what I'm saying? There are some cracks in the story. Here's a clip coming from Ian Rappaport kind of explaining a second side of it. Check this out.
Well, here's my understanding, Kay, of how this entire situation broke down. Midway through the game yesterday, Bruce Arians and the offensive staff told Antonio Brown to go into the game. They believed that he was healthy. Antonio Brown did not believe that he was healthy. He had been battling an ankle injury for the last several weeks, did not practice Thursday, did not practice Friday, and I know personally had some doubts whether or not he would be able to be out there and play. What he told the staff, from what I understand, is that he was not going into the game because in his mind, he did not feel he was healthy. The response then from the offensive coaches and from Bruce Arians was, if you are not going to go into the game, when we tell you to go into the game, then you cannot be here. At that point, they threw him off the sidelines and then cut him from the team. So Antonio Brown, which Bruce Arians announced at the post-game press conference, he is no longer part of the team. They essentially told him that on the sideline, sent him packing, leading Antonio Brown with $1 million incentive right within his reach. He was going to get it. He left all of that, left the field, and now is no longer a member of the Buccaneers.
Damn. All right. Lots to unpack on that. Real talk. So if I'm an employee and I tell you and you've known all week that I'm a little shaky because he didn't practice fully all week. He was always questionable, right? And he goes into the game. All right, I'm playing. I'm cool. And the last route he ran looked really damn good. So you think there's nothing wrong, but you never know. You can aggravate something on anything. Running back to the freaking sideline. I mean, for crying out loud, Kevin Cobb is running onto the freaking football field. He slips on a mat, and there goes his career. I don't think I ever heard from him after that. So you just never know what happens, right? So that's number one. That's kind of strange. Coach tells you to go in anyway. If you tell coach, I'm hurt, nah, you're gonna go in there or you're out of here. What? Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Something doesn't seem right. So if your employer tells you, yo, you're out of here, you're not going in, get the F out of here. What are you gonna do? Just sit there? I guess he's like, yo, I'm out. Now, it doesn't help his situation because of all the things that he's done prior to. It hurts. But when you start looking at some of the things, I mean, listen, you can make $1 million if you catch X amount of one touchdown. You needed 5 receptions. He could get it easily, and you needed 55 yards. Those are things that were attainable. Do they sit him? Did they sit him because of that? Who knows? But that's a messed up situation altogether. So Josina Anderson says, hey, if you guys think that he is completely done, there are teams that are willing to sign this man. It's really up to AB if he wants to. So it's not like the door is shut on this guy. Now, most people want to say, yo, he's crazy, mental health issues, or he's just an ass. He's just an ass, and he just doesn't give a damn, right? There's sometimes people are just like that. You can't look into the mental health issues. He's just a guy that doesn't care, or he just won't be disrespected. Who knows? And Bruce Arians isn't the nicest guy in the world. He will tell you straight up like it is. Now, here's my theory. I think Bruce Arians wanted to get rid of him when he pulled that whole COVID card. Hey, here's my fake COVID card getting around all over the place, and he didn't cut him. And he probably got backlash for it. And this was the opportunity for him to make a wrong a right. And he says, yo, you know what? See you later. Sayonara. Who knows, man? That's a craziness in this now. The Bucs now are weakened. AB gone. Godwin gone. You got Scotty Miller, Perriman, and Evans. So yeah, you better lean on Gronk. Gronk is going to be your guy going forward, man. Speaking of Gronk, I don't know if you guys heard this. My man Gronk had some things to say about. They asked him a question about that incident that took place with him and Trey White, and he was talking about, hey, sometimes I needed a time off, and I was done with playing football, and I needed a week off, and this was my opportunity. I saw a guy that I took full advantage of. I'm paraphrasing here, but he purposely, like we all know, he purposely did it. Now, here's the problem. There was no remorse in him speaking that. He says, hey, it is what it is. I took it, and I had a week off, and I really needed it, right? What he fails to understand is people like, fam, you got Trey White that's got a family to feed. Let's just say you landed on him horribly. You put your elbow into his throat, killed the man, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, dummies like that. Like, I've never been a fan of Gronkowski. I think he's just a big dummy. I'm just not a fan. I don't give a damn if he's from Buffalo. Don't claim his ass. Please do not. No, we should bring Gronkowski to Buffalo to end his career. You can go sit on a cactus, man. I don't like guys like that. That guy's a clown. Big clown. Don't like him. Never did. But anyways, good riddance to that dude. I mean, it is what it is. He's with the Bucs, and I hope they don't win shit. That's what my thing is, right? So that's the news around the league. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, and we can definitely get into news around our team, right? So injury report. Let's talk about it. Guess who's back? Could be back. I don't want to say guess who's back, but guess who's back that could be back, and that's Ryan Bates, right? Ryan Bates has been such a refreshing addition to the O-line. I mean, listen, let's talk about it. Last game, he looked great. He looked solid. He looked promising. And then he gets another start, and here he is handling business at left guard, and he looked great. I mean, he got Devin Singletary to 100 yards rushing. I'm not saying he did, but him added into the line was such a huge addition. So shout out to the old line. Shout out to whoever made the decision. 16 weeks too late. But you made the decision anyway, and then he gets hurt. So the good news about this situation is he is day to day. And according to our resident, I'm saying, Doc BF, my man Alex, a thigh guy, he comes in. Our thigh doctor comes in and says, "Hey, listen, this could be one of those situations where he doesn't miss the game at all. Put a knee brace on, and away you go." And that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he's out 1 to 2 weeks, right? So, coach says he's day to day. That tells me, man, put that brace on and let's go. All right, and we can continue to ride this high of being a balanced offense where teams will not know how to stop us and how to adjust to us, because now we'll be able to do both, right? Now, is that wishful thinking? Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of conversation right now happening about this team. We should just stick to what we do best, and that's throw the football. That's cool and dandy when there are no wins, there are no elements, there are no conditions. But when there are conditions, you can't just throw the football. That affects you. So now you've got to lean on another part of the game, and that's running the football. And we did really well on running the football in our previous game against the Atlanta Falcons, right? So 200, over 230 yards rushing from both running back and quarterback. I will take that any day of the week. Now, 15 carries from my quarterback. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of that. But at the end of the day, get the dub. We needed that dub. We clinched the playoff berth. And now we got to head. We got one more game to clinch and take that division. And that's exactly how we want this, right? So before we get into the show, let me read the super chat coming from the ref. What up, the ref? What's happening, bro? He goes, Rico, the Bills are a Super Bowl team, but we are missing that one addition to take us over the edge and come out on top. I don't trust Tyler Bass. What? I don't trust. That's the first time I've ever heard someone say, I don't trust Tyler Bass in the clutch. I've never heard that before. Bring Ryan Lindell out of retirement. Boy, you tripping. Yeah, you are tripping. The ref always, I will say this though, the ref has always got some jokes up his sleeve. I'm always going to remember when he was asking me about a guy that I had no idea who it was, and it turns out he was made up. But he almost got me. He almost had me. He had me in the fourth, but I came back, right? So salute to the ref for that super chat. So let's get right into it, folks. Before Ryan Bates is a breath of fresh air that he can come back. Here's something that's puzzling to me. What's the deal, man? Antonio Williams, they sign him, they cut him. They sign him, they cut him. They sign him, they cut him. I'm literally not making this up. I think that's as many times as they signed him and they cut him. They signed him and they cut him. What's the deal? I just don't understand, man. And you kept Austin Prohl on the team for what? For what? You got Tanner Gentry. You've got Isaiah Hodgins on the squad, and you're gonna keep Austin Prohl. That doesn't make any sense to me. Some of these roster moves on this team, sometimes they puzzle me. Sometimes we don't know what's happening, and it ends up working out extremely well. But then sometimes you question it, right? Having Ryan Bates sit on the sideline for freaking 90% of the season, and then you put him in, you realize how freaking active he is and how good and beneficial he is to the freaking team. But no, you wanted to trot out Cody Ford, you wanted to trot out John Feliciano. You know what I'm saying? When you had a guy that is nimble, young, and ready to attack, that understands the game, you should just see him play. He's passing on linemen. He's picking up work. You know what I'm saying? He's holding his own in the pass rush. Fam, what did we take so long to make this decision? It doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now, the fact of the matter is this. The move was made. It's been beneficial since, but it makes you, like my man Bobby said, is this negligence? That's negligent, man. Like, you're trotting out guys that you know are not better, but is it politics? Because I drafted him this high, I'm gonna make sure that listen, put the best people on the field, period. Put the best people on the field, period, and that's all I want to hear. But anyway, long story short, it's just good to see moves are being made, and they brought back Antonio Williams. Good for him. But I mean, shoot, don't unpack your suitcase, because you don't know if they're just going to say, hey, by the way, we're going to let you go. Like, fam, like, this is craziness to me. But anyway, here we are. So salute to our guy, Antonio Williams, making it back to the roster. Just don't unpack your suitcase. So let's get right into it, folks. We got a packed show today. We are locked in. We locked in that playoff berth. We know we're in. It's a matter of who we play, and we can pretty much decide who we play by winning against the Jets. And the question really remains is, now that we know we're playoff bound, right? We know we're in. Are we strong enough, and are we active enough, and are we locked in enough to make a run for the Super Bowl. To make a run for the Super Bowl. Do you feel that we are locked in enough, right? And part of me is saying yes. Why? Because we knew what was at stake, right? Third quarter of the season, we took some L's, man. Colts came in and just ran right over us, right? Lose to the Patriots, not looking good. So like we just weren't. Third quarter of the season wasn't great. We knew we had to finish strong. It was an urgent. It was an urgency. We needed an urgency to finish strong in this thing, right? So we win our first game. We win our second game. We're looking great. You know what I mean? We take down the Patriots, the mighty Patriots, right? And then we take down the Falcons. Falcons kind of gave us a scare a little bit, but we chin checked them and we made sure that we were good to go. So now we just got to finish off against a not ready to die Jets team. Now they're done. They're eliminated. Yes, but they're looking to ruin things for us heavily. They're looking to ruin things heavily for us, and don't think they're just going to lay down. They aren't, right? They're playing for pride. There's nothing on the line for them, right? And their rookie has been looking pretty damn good the last few games, apparently. So we've just got to make sure. And don't forget, we didn't play Zach Wilson that first game. We played I don't know who. I don't even think the guys on the team anymore. So there's a lot of things that we got to look into. Pardon me with that cough. So that being said, we've got to make sure that we take care of business and locking in and ready for this playoffs. That tells me two things. That tells me we're finishing strong, and we're learning to finish strong and know what's at stake. And now we're just completely ready to go. That's right. We played Mike White, for crying out loud. And Mike White was the big white hype coming in and trying to, get everything popping for these guys. He had a really good game against the team, and they were doing business, and Mike White's going to change the game. And then we just made Mike White look like Mike White, period. Point blank. That's it, right? So here comes Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson's the younger rookie. He's got a very talented arm. So we can't sit here thinking that we're just going to roll and steam through the Jets. We should, but we just can't take this for granted, because don't forget, there is something on the line here, and that's the division. Not only is the division on the line, home field advantage is on the line, right? And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to and having, right? I thought about it. I was like, yo, do I want to play on the road instead? And it has nothing to do with elements. It's more so to do with, are they more focused on the road? It's a business trip. Let's get this going. Or is it one of those situations where, bring them home, and whoever we play, we got to learn how to deal with it, and let's roll. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen right now. They've got to learn how to deal with the elements. They've got to learn. You haven't seen to play better. And I want to deem this guy the Winter Soldier so bad. It would be the perfect name for Josh Allen, the Winter Soldier. But I can't. We can't give him that nickname because he's just been in cold games. Cold games is just okay. And if it's barely okay, right? The last game was your proof. Like, we had the elements. It was cold. Guys were dropping footballs, throwing interceptions. We just can't happen. It just can't happen, right? So that we have to keep that in mind as well. So, but I'll take that home crowd over any crowd, because that Bills home crowd is something else, man. I'll take that any day, right? Salute to my man Nate 15 says, hey, I like our odds if we can hit the side of a bracket with New England, Tennessee, and KC. Well, listen, no matter how we look at this, we're going to be playing a tough opponent, no matter how you look at it, right? It ends up we could be playing New England. We could be playing the Colts. That's one team I don't want to see, truth be told, in the first round is the Colts. But it could shake out that way. We could even play the freaking Raiders, for crying out loud. And if we lose this against the Jets, we're playing the Chiefs. So one way or another, we're going to be playing teams that have a very good chance on winning this damn Super Bowl. I mean, every single team that's in this playoffs has had conversations of them going to the Super Bowl, except for the Raiders. I've never heard really anybody say, oh, the Raiders are contenders. I've never really heard that. Chiefs, yes. Tennessee, yes. You know what I'm saying? The Colts at the beginning, no, but the steam started to pick up, because that's a team that nobody really wants to play right now, because they're playing really tight and very well. So keep that in mind as well, right? That's something that most people want to be taking a look at. Very interesting nonetheless. Very interesting nonetheless. So when looking at that aspect and figuring out, okay, so how's this bracket going to play out? Fam, we don't got to worry about nothing. Just worry about us. Win the damn game against the Jets. I don't care if it's 6-0, 3-0. Just win the damn game. I know people are going to talk, including myself. God damn, what the hell? Josh Allen threw 6 interceptions. What the fuck? Right? We don't want that. But win is win. Division title is a division title, and that's what we want. We can rub it right in New England's face that we run that thing again. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are full strength, and I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, COVID this and opt out that. No. We won that perfectly fine. Now, Jason Miller comes in and says, hey, all year we have been called a finessed soft team. We've had games where we look really damn soft. Not gonna lie. That is the facts, man. You're seeing physicality on both sides of the ball late as of late. That's what I'm enjoying the most. I am enjoying that. And one in particular person I've been seeing really rise to the occasion, and that's Harrison Phillips. My goodness. I must say this, man. Like Harrison Phillips has really stepped up the last 3 games, man. He's been absolutely a dog, right? In the pass rush, in the run fits and getting in the lanes and just getting in the backfield. This is the Harrison Phillips that I like coming out of Stanford, right? Always in the backfield. I believe that's Stanford. That's where he came from, right? Always in the backfield. That boy had his swim move, rip move, like he was a menace, right? Now he's had to put some weight on, and it seems like he's as healthy as can be, and he's active. And this comes at a perfect time because guess what? He's playing for a contract. He's trying to come back, right? And we've all seen it before where someone plays for a contract and they play hard, you know what I'm saying, at they peak at the right time and they get the bag. And right now, Harrison Phillips is looking like he deserves the bag. This is where we have to really evaluate if he's worthy of the bag. Because a lot of times we've been fooled. We've been fooled quite a few times, right? Play hard and then you disappear the next. So it's one of those situations that you want to pay a lot of attention to. Speaking of physicality, Ed Oliver's been playing some physical football, getting in the backfield, and you know what I'm saying. He has some bozo moves here and there, but kudos to him. He's been doing his thing, and I'm loving every bit of our guy, Mr. Ed Oliver. So keep that up. It's actually enjoyable to see, and seeing the fruits of the labor, man. Because we drafted this guy in the first round, so it's nice to see my guy step up to the plate, and it's actually very nice. Now let's react to the game a little bit. Right, I'm not gonna touch too much on this because we want to get to the good, the bad, the ugly. Right. So here's the deal. This was one of those games where we knew we could get this. We knew we could win this. It wasn't something that we knew that they were going to challenge us and give us a like, oh my God, I'm worried about this team. It wasn't that case. But this was one of those things where you didn't want to take this team too lightly, right? Because they do have some weapons on that team that can turn this game around, right? Cordarrelle Patterson being one of them. Right, you let him get into open space, he could be a problem. He's been a problem all year, right? Over 1,100 yards, he's got about 11 touchdowns. So he is a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons. And listen, Matt Ryan, he's got his moments, and he's got his moments, right? And when he's on, he can be really on. But as of late, he hasn't been. But look who's around him. He doesn't really have anything around him. So, and kudos to the defense. The defense stepped up when we needed them to step up. We had a scare. They went up at halftime. We're like, okay, what the heck is going on? You knew the Falcons couldn't hang with us, but certain things were happening. Certain things were happening on their end, and we're making mistakes, and we're turning the ball over. So it becomes very tough, man. It really does. Sheldon Cole comes in and says, hey, the first interception, Josh Allen should have taken the 3 points. Am I wrong, Rico? Here's the thing, man. I've said this before. I've said this so many times. I feel like I'm a broken record. You live and die with the things that Allen does. Now, are there moments where you're like, man, Allen, you didn't have to do that, man. You didn't have to force that ball in, and that's what he did there. On that first interception, he forced it in. Ball got tipped. Interception. Right? If you don't see something you like, yo, man, live another day. Take that 3. Let's keep going, because if he takes that 3, we're up what 17 to 3 or 17 to 2. And then going into the half, like you feel me? So like it was one of those situations where it's like we could have avoided all that stress, if you will, if he just takes what's there. But there are moments where there is nothing there, and Allen buys time, and then something materializes, and he's got something, and we're like, holy crap! We're holding our heads, we're holding our hair, and then we're celebrating, right? How many times that happened to us? Many times. So you live and die with situations like that. So I mean, it's one of those situations where damned if you do, damned if you don't. And in that situation, damned if he did, because that was an interception thrown, and then he ended up throwing 2 more interceptions. So it's tough. It is tough, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got to live and die with it. We got the W, and that's what matters, right? So But other than that, man, we finished strong. Josh Allen, 15 carries, 81 yards. Devin Singletary came through and played 22 carries. I think it was 23 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he looked good. My man was trucking people. He's 5'7", 210, 207, 210. That's solid, man. So like he's like looking like a little MJD. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Jones. So I mean, just a little thinner. You feel me? So I like my odds with Devin Singletary. And something was proven to me in that game. And it's telling me that you can trust two things. You can trust Devin Singletary to carry the ball, right? I know the issue was, well, he fumbles the ball a lot, and he does fumble it. He doesn't lose fumbles, but he fumbles it nonetheless, right? But I haven't seen a fumble from Devin Singletary in some time, right? That's number one. Number two, when your quarterback, this is when you have all the respect from your quarterback, your franchise quarterback. When your quarterback says, I trust this guy to be in the right place all the time. He's always in the right place all the time. That's huge. That's an endorsement right there. So if that doesn't get him more touches and him more time on the field, I don't know what will. And I have a feeling it will. The only reason that you see him not on the field is if Dable decides to get cute and wants to air the football out and then neglect and forget the good that we did against Atlanta. That would be a very big shame if that were the case. I really hope that doesn't happen. It would be a shame because we were like, all that good stuff we just put on tape and showing that he could do it, and then you want to throw the ball 65 times, and that's something Dable would do. That's something Dable would do. And I know some people that are saying, hey, he's just trying to get himself a head coaching job. These are conspiracies, obviously. He just wants to get himself a head coaching job, and by him getting a head coaching job, he's got to showcase Allen. And Allen does well, it looks good on him, and he gets a coaching job, right? If Allen does poorly, or if they're not showcasing enough, maybe he's just, falls into the silence and nobody's really talking about him. So, I mean, those are speculations, obviously. I mean, you don't know who's doing what, but it is what it is. All right. So let's get right into the good, the bad, the ugly. And before we get into the good, the bad, the ugly, though, I got to say, I got to give a mic check. Mic check has to be given out. We got mic checks to give out. And the one guy that stands out to me is Devin Singletary. I mean, if you didn't see what Devin Singletary did for us, take a look.
He said, I still feel that. I love every single minute of this while making other people feel bad about themselves.
Singletary into the secondary and down at the 41-yard line of Atlanta.
He really embodies that spirit, that blue-collar spirit of a guy who's willing to do whatever it takes, risk his body to go get a first down.
First down for Singletary.
I started crying. Josh came up, hugged me, started crying, and said, I'm so proud of you.
Singletary breaking some tackles in the backfield, banging off another hit across the 40 and down across the 45. He trucked Sean Williams. Second and 1, Singletary turns the corner, first down to the 41. Allen the give to Singletary. Singletary tripped up as he picks up 4 to the 16.
Big catch radius, savvy guy. He's going to get man-to-man coverage.
11th play of the drive. This is Singletary to the goal line. Singletary waiting, touchdown. And down inside the 30. The first and goal at the 4. Singletary churning forward into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Every once in a while, Kev. Every once in a while.
Now, but Singletary went the other way, Mark. So I'm not sure that counts.
He ran it to the right.
And Singletary again. Very heavy, and Singletary. Kenzie in motion. Singletary burst up the middle again.
How could you not be excited for something like that, man? When you see something like that, you see the potential in your running back running the rock like that, you get excited. Now, I did see a comment, and it's a valid comment. It's a valid comment. It was, who was it? It was Paul. I saw Paul make a comment, And it's not a bad comment at all. I mean, it's a valid one if I could find it. Let me see what my man Paul said. Paul said, yo, I think it was Jason Paul, excuse me. He said, Jason Paul says, yo, Falcons are the number 26 in the league against the run defense, not super valid for Singletary. Well, here's the deal. You want to see Singletary rip against a number 26 defense. If he wasn't, that's where it becomes problematic, right? Excuse me. And that's where you want to be able to you want your running back, you want your offense and your leader to give him the rock in those moments. And he did, right? 4 minutes when you're up and the 4-minute play comes on, 4 minutes on the clock, you want to be able to bleed the clock. And that's exactly what we did. We bled the clock by running the ball and him getting first downs. So I will never apologize for that. I'm not saying Jason Paul is doing that. I get it. 26 is 26th ranked defense. I don't give a rat's A, right? He did what he was supposed to do. And let me tell you something. Confidence is everything, right? When you did that against the Falcons and you showed that, yo, I could do this, right? It gives a confidence in the running back room. It gives a confidence in the O-line room. You see what we did? We pushed around. It worked. When we work as a cohesive group, we can make some things happen, right? So that's what games like this does. It gives you momentum. It gives you confidence. So I get your comment, but those very things is what propels you into potentially Super Bowl winning team, right? Or getting that momentum late in the season. That's what you want, right? You don't want to start off strong and then fizzle out. If you started off weak and you started getting your shit together, like the Indianapolis Colts, right? They started 1-4. They started the season. Look at them now, right? They're on the brink of making the playoffs. So shoot, man, you got to give them love. You got to give him love. Shout out to my man L Quintal. State says, yo, Dable better stop getting cute, man. Yo, Dable's not a cute guy in the first place. I mean, you can only do those things when you're a cute guy. You know what I'm saying? Dable with that damn freaking mustache. I don't know what you call that thing that he's got on his face right now, but I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Yo, Raymond Ramirez says, yo, Rico, my man, best Bills superfan commentary show out there, hands down. I appreciate that, man. I saw something that was out there called the Fanalist. I like that. I've never seen that before. I'm a fan of the team. But I try to do my best to be an analyst and you know what I mean, break down certain things and give perspective on certain things. So I'm a fanalist, man. I'm a fanalist, right? I think there's room for both. So I really appreciate that. So but yeah, man, I feel like that was huge. We needed that. That was something that played out well for us. And I'll take it every time, man. Every single time that we have an opportunity, we're gonna do that. So the Jets. We gotta face the Jets, and I'm gonna get to the good, the bad, the ugly, but we gotta face the Jets. Right now, if you're looking at the record right now, we're 10-6. We got one more game to go. We can go 11-6 and clinch that damn division. And even if New England wins, it doesn't matter because we own the tiebreaker because they lost to the lowly Dolphins, and they can still probably lose to the Dolphins, which would be so super hilarious, right? But we got to handle our own first. So that's the East recap right there. Obviously, we had our guy Devin Singletary came in with 23 carries, 110, 4.8 yards a carry. Man, 5 yards a pop, man. Come on now. You got to give him respect. And big game against the Jets, man. So here's what we're going up against. Zach Wilson right now in 12 games, he's throwing for 56%. Reminds me of what Josh Allen's rookie season. What was he throwing, like 52, 56%? Give or take 52. He's got 2,200 yards, 8 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions. So he gets willy-nilly with the football. So we're going to get that. 36 sacks. So we're going to get that ass too, right? And he's got 161 yards and 4 rushing TDs. So he will take off if he needs to. So we just got to be disciplined. We got to hold our water. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him break contain. And once we, you know what I'm saying, we took care of business, and that's what it is, man. It just feels good to say that we clinched. It's the big thing right now. It's huge. It's big. So we got to keep that up. So here's where I need your help, folks. The good, the bad, the ugly. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The good, the O-line. The O-line, to me, they played extremely well. I think they did their job. They held Josh Allen clean. Josh Allen got sacked once, and that's probably due to him holding the ball too much. I remember the sack, but I just can't remember what it was exactly. But it was one of those situations where looking for something, you can't get it, and then you get sacked. It happens, right? You can't be perfect everywhere. But that O-line held up. The O-line opened holes on the line for the running back. So kudos to the O-line. More specifically, kudos to the left side of the line. Actually, the whole line. You got to give both of them because everybody stood out and did extremely well. You got to give them credit for that. But The Ryan Bates addition has been great. I feel like the Deion Dawkins is getting into form right now. And if you guys don't see it, my goodness, uh, just have a look at the game again, man. He was dominant in that game. He was burying people. He was pancaking people. He had syrup. He had bacon. He had it all, man. This guy was doing his damn thing. And if you looked at the second touchdown run by Devin Singletary, you'll notice that Ryan Bates steps up to second level, gets on a linebacker, and allows Devin Singletary to push his way through into the end zone. So it was a very, very good game for us, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this I guess this chemistry that's happening right now, and it's happening late. So I love it. Deion was absolutely a monster in that game. So no losses. I see you, bro. Deion was a monster in that game, and I appreciate that very much. So Augustus says, "Yo, we are just getting healthy at the right time." Absolutely, man. People are coming back, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. Josh, 2 trick plays, lap miles, and it didn't affect the Bills at all. Scored on TD on both possessions, acting like no other teams run those plays. I mean, we do run some trick plays here and there. I mean, we tried to get one to Deion Dawkins on the left sideline in the end zone. Didn't work out. He was that close to getting it, but either way, it's all good. We did what we were supposed to do. So the good Devin Singletary was awesome. The O-line was great. I loved what Gabriel Davis did on that sideline. That was an epic catch. Those are the things that you need, man. And he was like, look, he was epic for us in that Colts game. How many catches did he make on the sideline? I think it was like 2 or 3 that he made on the sideline when you were tippy-toeing on the sideline. You make that throw. That throw was amazing in the first place, and the catch was even better. So peaking at the right time, getting healthy at the right time, this is huge for this team. So that's another good. We're peaking and we're getting healthy at the right time. So let's just keep that up, and we'll keep it going, man. Something else that's good to me is that we buckled up in the second half. We buckled up in the second half. More importantly, I'm gonna go give my shout out to my man Radames Lopez. Says, "Yo, the good Matt Hawk legs are nice and fresh. Hasn't been used in 2 weeks. That could be a good thing and a bad thing, but I'll take it as a good thing because hey, we haven't punted the football in 2 games. What the heck? My man is sitting there collecting checks, not doing a damn thing. So salute to freaking Matt Hawk, just chilling, man. The only time he gets work is in warmups. He's kicking the football in warmups, and to be told, they probably say, "Hey, fam, we're not gonna be punting today, so yo, you can just have a seat and chill out. Yo, go put your street clothes on, man. We good, fam. You're not gonna need to do anything today." So, but yeah, man, that's honestly a good thing. I love that. And let's keep it up, man. King Thriller comes in. Here's another one. Says, "Yo, good. Devin, the O-line, Gabe, entire defense." The defense was solid, man, especially when they stepped up in the second half and shut things down. Right? They didn't let them do anything. We handled our business, and we got after it. Here's another thing, man. We got after Matt Ryan. We really did get after Matt Ryan. We got him 4 or 5 times. We sacked him 4 or 5 times. So salute to the D line. The D line got after it, and you can't mention this defense without mentioning the D line, man. Ed Oliver, Mario Addison got into action. Teron Johnson on a corner blitz. Like, it was legitimate to see. It was nice to see. So good on them, and seeing how this plays out, man. I like that a lot. Spencer Brown. They y'all seem to like Spencer Brown. He's balling again. Yeah, just not in pass rush. Wait till we get some guys that get pass rush. We're gonna find out what's really good. But confidence, guys. Confidence is key, and he's gaining confidence right now. Let me see what else you guys think, because I need y'all help, man. Brett Holmes comes in and says, "Yo, Ryan Bates' athleticism is such an upgrade over Ford and Feliciano." I totally agree. Williams is good, but we need better at right guard for movement in this offense. Listen, man, you have to realize too, Williams is getting used to playing with Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown is getting used to starting and playing. They're getting chemistry with each other. So you're learning what this guy can do. And do I let him be on his own? Can he be on his own? Am I paying attention to help and chip out with him? There's a lot of things, right? Mitch Morse can handle his own. He's one of the best pass blocking centers in the game. He's a top 5, top 10 pass blocking, and win rate. His win rate is actually really great. I think he's up in the 90 percentile. So is Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins is also in the 90th percentile. He's in 92% in win rate in pass block. So good on these guys coming in. And Ryan Bates' athleticism cannot be ignored. Nor can it be ignored. He's only 24 years old. Yo, I will take that every day, man. The 24-year-old, man, I like that shit. I like that at all. Augustin says, "Yo, Rico needs a shout out to Junior in Haines City, Florida. Diehard Bills fan there since Jim Kelly era. Yo, shout out to my guy, Junior Hain. Junior in Haines City. What up, Junior? What's happening, kid? All right. So help me out. What else do you guys want to talk about? Oh, my man, Johnny Blaze says the good are secondary without Trey. You know what? Let's talk on that, because a lot of people want to talk about, Dane Jackson, you know what I mean? He's getting cooked here and there. I think Dane Jackson is holding his own quite well. I mean, if you look at who was receiving the football, you had Cordell Patterson, you had Russell Gage, you had Kyle Pitts, and none of those guys had more than 4 receptions, right? So we did our job. We held it down. Levi Wallace did his job, and I'm really super proud of Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace is really stepped up as that guy, right? Because you could easily say, all right, Trey White is gone, attack mode. And these guys are holding themselves down. So salute to the defensive backfield in Buffalo. They're doing their damn thing, and you got to give credit, man. These guys are playing well. You got to give credit to these guys, man. They're playing extremely well. So salute to you guys. Super chat coming in from my man Jason Miller. The good Dane and Levi had the great pass breakups. Absolutely good technique, avoiding pass interference. That great pass breakup. There was a pass going to Kyle Pitts on the sideline, and Dane Jackson was right with him, turned his head at the right time, bat that ball away. If Jordan Poyer was a little further off, he was too close, that could have been an interception, taking it back, right, for some good yardage. So salute to you, Jason Miller. That was a great observation you made. I'm with you on that. Coaching, I'm gonna give a shout out to the coaching, because I think we've been adjusting, making some great adjustments with this defense, right? And that's also with personnel, right? Changing up the personnel, tinkering with the line to make sure what's going on. So salute to the coaching staff for that aspect. And you're letting guys, get in there and shine, right? Greg Rousseau getting in there and shining, right? Greg Rousseau comes in with a strip sack. So good on this team. It's a good win, and it makes it even better because of us clinching the playoff. Another playoff under McDermott, man. That's 4 playoffs out of 5 years, man. Yo, salute to freaking Coach McDermott, man. You got to give him love, man. You got to give him love. All right, so to me, I think that's good. I think we hit on all the good. Let's go to the bat. So let's be real, man. Josh Allen was not good in the pass game, right? And he was phenomenal in the run game. I can't even hate. Phenomenal in the run game. He did what needed to be done. He saw what needed to be done. He exploited that defense, because they were like, yo, is he passing? Is he running? What's he doing? And he took full advantage of Atlanta's defense. However, the bad, we were dropping footballs, throwing interceptions. Josh couldn't get a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So like it was one of those rough games in the air that I'm sure Josh wants to have back. I'm sure he does. I think we all want it to have it back. But more so, it brings up the conversation. Let me take that. Let me take this down for a little bit. I'm gonna leave it up. It brings up the conversation about how are we going to perform going forward when it's cold weather. I'm saying, and I was trying to find a clip. I guess it was somebody tweeted it to me. Aaron Rodgers was on with Eli Manning and and his brother, what's his freaking Peyton Manning, right? So, and they were talking about playing in cold weather and so on and so forth. He says, listen, man, you get used to it. And you start, and it's an advantage. It's advantage because these guys aren't used to playing in the weather you play in. So you know what to expect. You know how to throw the football. You know how to do so. There's 2 things in this, right? So for Josh Allen, he's got to learn how to play in it. And he's only got 4 years under his belt right now as a player. So you got to give him an opportunity to start seeing these elements more. We didn't really face the elements too harsh last year. This year we did, right? The last time we had a freaking snowball was when the Colts came to Buffalo and Shady McCoy ran off with a freaking overtime touchdown. Guess who was our quarterback that game? Nate Peterman. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It was Nate Peterman. Nate Peterman went 5 for 10, 57 yards, and a touchdown to Kelvin Biscuit Benjamin, right? That got the thing started, right? It is difficult to play in these adverse elements, adverse weather. It's not easy. We make it seem like it's easy, or we at least try to make it seem like it could be, man, you should be able to do this and you should be able to do that. But at the end of the day, man, it is a challenge. It's a challenge, but this is something that Josh Allen was drafted for. I'm sorry, but I've got to say it. It's the real. We could have drafted. I mean, we couldn't have drafted Baker, but we had opportunities to potentially not even go for you. We could have just waited, right? But we moved up specifically for you. So here's the deal. We need you to perform in these weather in this type of weather. We need you to step up. That's why we gave you this big ass contract, right? We gave this to you so you can figure it out. That's why we pay. Sometimes when you pay someone X amount of money, you know what I'm saying? Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay you just, so you can look cute. I paid you so you can make it work. And that's what we need Josh Allen to do when it comes to playing in horrible weather. And guess what? I'm gonna say this to everyone so everybody is clear on this. All right. This is the last time I'm gonna bring this up. Bringing up dome talk, right? Well, we're a passing team, right? We need this. If we want to be successful for Josh Allen, we need to give him the elements, perfect weather, and that way nothing bothers him, and he's gonna go in there and light it up. So, what is the guarantee he lights it up every time in dome conditions? There's no guarantee, right? Let me go further than that. Do you think Jim Kelly ever worried about no goddamn snow? No. You know what I'm saying? He got us to 4 straight AFC championships in these adverse weather. There was no dome talk then. Why should there be dome talk now? You know what it is? It's because they're excuses. We as Bills fans need to stop making excuses, man. These guys need to go out and perform. That's why they get paid the money. That's what they've got to do. They got to perform. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me that the Bills weren't a passing team back then. Then they have something called the K-gun offense, man. They were just lighting cats up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't want to hear anything about we need the dome. There was no dome chat back in the 90s when these guys were lighting cats up. It was an advantage to Bills fans, right? That's how you do it. There's no, oh, man, they're going to go play in Buffalo. That's really tough. You're not going to have that chat if you build a dome, man. That's weak. That's weak, and I don't want to hear none. I'm done talking about no damn dome talk, and this dome ain't coming anytime soon, right? This team's going to look completely different 5 years from now when this dome gets built, if we ever did and if we ever will, which we won't build a dome. So I don't want to hear nothing about no damn dome. Jim Kelly didn't want to hear nothing about no damn dome, and I don't want to hear about it. 4 damn AFC championships right here, you know what I'm saying, in Buffalo or wherever they have to play with outdoor stadiums. Yo, I don't want to hear that stuff. Let's drop that. So we need our guy, our quarterback, to learn how to play in this type of conditions and learn the advantages, right? Just like Brett Favre did it back then, just like, you know what I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers is doing it right now in Green Bay. You feel me? So got to get it together, man. John Elway was playing in those bad conditions as well. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. Let's play ball. Let's get better. You know what I'm saying? We will get better. He will learn to play better in these adverse conditions. And that's it. So I'm done talking about that. I should have put my thing up to say with your chest. I might edit it later on. But damn, man, I had to just make sure I got that off my chest and I'm done with it, right? So in that being said, we need to be better. It wasn't a very good performance by Josh and the offense. It wasn't a very good performance by the receivers dropping footballs left, right, center. We need to help our quarterback out, and that's that. I'm not going any. I mean, are we finished? Are we done? You feel me? Are we finished? Are we done? You know what I'm saying? If you guys know what that is, you guys will catch it. So that's it, man. But love this team. You know what I'm saying? I know we can do. I know Josh can play better. I know he will play better. I know he knows exactly what he needs to do. And we need our guys to, you know what I mean, help him out. Because guess what? We're going to be playing some tough teams. The Kansas City Chiefs, they play outdoors. We gotta get through that. You feel me? So, like, hey, listen, New England play outdoors. We got to get through that. So I don't want to hear about, playing inside and all that stuff, man. No, I ain't trying to hear that. No more excuses. I'm done with it. Bills fans I can't say you guys we're the king of making excuses, but golly, we make a lot of excuses for our team, man. To make excuses for the team and give us the the edge of like, this is man. Cut that out. Cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't want to hear that because nobody complains about it. We're gonna keep it that way. And by the way, shout out to my guy Jeff King in the cut. What up, Jeff King? Let me give my guy some love. Jeff King comes in and says, folks, forgive me. I'm battling something I can't swing back and forth right now. I have no say in the outcome. Forgive me, Rico. Don't know when I will get this chance to get your rocks off, baby. Get your rocks off. But folks, live, love, and laugh often. Life is short, but always Pats and Pats fans. Fuck you. Yo, I'm battling a cold right now, and my man has got me laughing. Yo, every single time you catch me, I'm trying to keep it real, but he's not wrong. We have a short little life that we have. Live it, love it, laugh with it. You know what I'm saying? And don't waste time with some BS, with some pettiness. Yo, we don't got no time for that, man. We're in 2022. I don't know what that's going to mean to a lot of people, but yo, I'm done with the pettiness and the nonsense. Yo, let's hear kumbaya, baby. Kumbaya. Unless you come for my neck and you try to disrespect me, then we gonna duke it out. But I appreciate my guy Jeff King coming in and giving some. I got to read that again, man. Folks, forgive. You know what I'm saying? He's battling something right now, and something personal in his life right now, and right now he's feeling some type of way, and he's letting y'all know. As an OG, triple OG, he's letting y'all young folks know, including myself. You know what I'm saying? He has no say in the outcome. Forgive me. He wants to let it off. Don't know when he's gonna come back and get this chance to get his rocks off. But guess what? Folks live, love, and laugh often, and don't you ever forget. Fuck New England, and that's what it is, man. That should be on everybody's. Anytime that you ready to, you know what I mean, kick the grave, and it's time for you to go on your tombstone, you better put F the Patriots. So they know what's really good. So they know what's really good. So salute to my guy Jeff King. That's my guy right there. So the bad Josh Allen interceptions, we didn't like that. We didn't like that at all. But there was not a whole lot of bad for me to really jump into this. It's like, I mean, folks, let's keep it real. I mean, other than in the interceptions, and I can say the interceptions were bad to ugly. One interception, I get it. Tip ball, it happens. Things happen. 2 interceptions, you're like, all right, cool. It is what it is. And then, okay, now you're throwing for 3. Fam, let's cut it out. Like, we can't be turning the ball over, because I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. If we were playing a team like Green Bay Packers, a team like Tampa Bay, a team like the Colts, and we're giving these guys short fields, and we're giving this guy the football again and giving them extra drives, and the team is actually competent and they have an offense, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. So we cannot give the ball away the way we did. I don't have a whole lot to say about how ugly this game was, because it wasn't ugly. It was just, we had some bad breaks. If you have something that you're standing out there and you think that is bad, let me know. And do me a favor. Yo, if you have someone that's battling something, man, yo, give a prayer, give a shout to that person. And you know what I mean, touch someone on the shoulder and say, I got you. And salute to my guy, Jeff King, coming out and saying, yo, he's battling something. So, yo, pray for my man, Jeff King, whatever he's going through. Pray for you, homie. And you pull through, baby. You pull through. Love it. So, my man, James Kehoe, 23 total turnovers this year. Josh Allen needs to take care of the football. See, that's a lot of turnovers, fellas. That's a lot of turnovers. We can't be turning the ball over, especially us going into the playoffs, right? We got to limit the turnovers. We got to limit those opportunities for these other teams to kind of stick it to us. And we just can't be giving them the ball back. You know what I'm saying? We just don't need it. We don't want it. And that's the way we're going to do. We're going to keep it a buck. That's the way we want it that way. We just don't want to give the ball up. We got to protect the football. Protect the football. I do want to say one more thing. The bad. And it's not ugly. It's just bad for me, in my opinion. Our kick return, punt return. I'm not impressed with what Marquez Stevenson is doing. Yes, I know he's a rookie. Right? But it's not like he's asked to make a read here and know what they're. You find a lane and hit it. Find the lane and hit it. It's going left, it's going right, or it's going middle. Middle block, right block, left, right? Find the lane and hit it. It's like it's too fast for him. He's slowing down. He's getting lit up. He's turning the ball over. And here's the deal. This is not the first mess up he's had. And we're giving him chance after chance. I don't understand it. Isaiah McKenzie has a bobble here and there, and they would yank his ass, and he's damn near out off the team because he's not getting play time on the field, and he's definitely not returning the football. But yet, we bring out Marquez Stevenson out there, and he's absolutely doing nothing impressive to me. I'm waiting for it. He had that one return in preseason, but that was about it. And then you look over at Andre Roberts, and it pains me, and it's almost exciting to see that Andre Roberts is taking one back to the house. And he not only did he take one back to the house, he had a nice long return on opening drive. So it makes you miss that. You know what I mean? I know he's been cut. I know all that good stuff, but golly, man, that I'm a little puzzled by that as to what we're doing with that return position. Is Marquez Stevenson now on thin ice? Are we going to switch things up next game? Do we see McKenzie back there returning kicks and punts? I really hope to see it, but we're going to find out. We'll soon find out. But man, I've not been impressed with Stevenson. Jason Taylor, comes in and says Stevenson was a good kick returner in college. He's finding his way in the NFL. He certainly is. And that's why I have to slow down and say he is a rookie. He is a rookie, but if he is a rookie, put the veteran in. He's a rookie. Let him learn behind the veteran. But here we are. We're allowing this guy to just get blown up on the sideline, just turn the freaking ball over. We just can't have that. But I'll digress because he is a rookie. I have to respect that he's a rookie and he's got to learn. The game's got to slow down for him, right? So we'll see how this plays out because Lord knows we do not want him costing us the game or a game in the playoffs. We can't have that. We don't want that, and that's the bottom line, man. Biggie Scooby, what up, Biggie Scooby? Biggie Scooby says, "Yo, Stevenson is no longer the best athlete on the field. He's not gonna make it running that high and slowing down, hiding behind his blockers." That is exactly how I view him running the ball. He's running high, he's running scared, and when he's ready to, when contact is near, he curdles. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. He curdles. Fam, you can't, man. You can't. And then when he does, you know what I'm saying, want to run with authority, he's getting blown up. Like, something's got to give, man. Yo, we need Devin Hester to come out here and talk to you. You need Pac-Man Jones to come out and talk to you. Yo, we might have to make a decision on that, man. That's real. Dave Buffalo OPR says, "Hey, yo, Rico, hope the fam and the new baby are good. They're good so far. We're battling some, you know what I'm saying, the kids are kind of achy right now, so I hope it's not what I think it is. Relax, we about to go on a run and do some damage. We have the coaches in place. Let's effing go." Man, that's facts, man. We do have the coaches. I'm confident in the coaches, and we get to see how this will play out for us. Heather, my girl Heather Hathaway says, "Hey, Rico, I see you here in Texas. Rookie needs to eat some Wheaties, man." Hey, I'm saying, man, y'all see what I see. You guys see what I see, and I'm totally not impressed with what's happening over there. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So to me, there's no ugly. I was gonna go right into like what was ugly in this game. If you guys can tell me something that was ugly that you're like, well, I don't want to hear it. The only thing you can really say is the 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions that Josh Allen threw, but he knows better. He knows he needs to play better. So I'm not gonna harp on that. But there was no ugly for me. This game was just a standard game. We needed to win. And the beautiful thing about it is we clinched the playoffs. That's what it comes down to. And we go from there. Salute to my girl Abby. Abby, it's been a while, man. How are you? Congrats on the new baby. Yeah, man, the baby is now 2 months. He's a 2-month-old now. So right now I'm battling a little tickle in my throat, and I'm like, ooh, is that what I think it is? So I got my rapid test. So I was negative today, but we got to try it again and see if we truly was good. So I gotta, med myself up and make sure that we are straight and ready to go. And we go from there, man. Yo, it's crazy out in these streets, man. So be careful out there. Same goes for my black ass. I got to be careful as well. So do me a favor, guys. Smash that like while you guys are in here. There's 353 beautiful souls in here hanging out with your boy. 332 on YouTube. Another 21 on Facebook. So I appreciate y'all. Smash that like while you guys are here. If you guys have not followed, follow us. We are 230 members away from 21,000 subscribers. It boggles my mind when I say it. It boggles my mind when I see it. It's amazing. It's a tribute to you guys that keep coming through and hanging out with us, and it goes much appreciated, man. We wanna start the year off with a bang. The goal is to get to 25,000. However long it takes us, we're gonna get there. We're gonna grind it out, and we'll make it work, man. More wins from the Bills. More new Bills fans come over here and hang out with us, man. So that's what it's all about. So salute to each and every one of you guys hanging out with us today. So here's the deal, man. There are a lot of scenarios being played out right now of how and who we play. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. As simple as it can be. Win, and we play New England. By the way, shout out to my guy John Formicella, all the way from all the way from Thailand. All the way from Thailand, and I absolutely appreciate you joining me, John Formicella. That's my guy right there. And we've been friends for a minute now, so I appreciate you, man. Big shout out to my guy for all the way from Thailand, man. That's love. So here's the deal, man. Scenarios. At the end of the day, here's what's happening, man. We got to give a shout out to my guy, Mr. Dave Buffalo OPR. Bing, biggity, motherfucking bing. Let's go. I try not to cuss all show. I did a really good job not cussing all show. I think I did. So you got me cussing because I got excited. So appreciate you, Mr. Dave Buffalo OPR. Appreciate you lots, my guy. So here's the deal. It is Thailand. Thailand was a lot of fun back in the day. Oh, John Herring was in Thailand. All right. Hope you guys had not too much fun. So here's the deal. These playoffs are nuts. They're nutty. We win. The Patriots win. we play the Patriots. It's looking like it's going to be the Patriots versus the Bills, right? And they're coming to Buffalo. This is the thing, man. We have every opportunity to silence them for a third time, right? On the third try, right? 3 games, you know what I'm saying? We split, and we already know, I mean, some people were talking about, hey, the only reason that y'all won because it was a freaking crazy win game and all that good stuff. But here's the deal. We have an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, to silence them once again because they feel that, hey, the weather doesn't work for you either. So this is where our defense needs to step up and force Macaroni Jones to do what he does. We already had Macaroni Jones, and Macaroni Jones wasn't anything special. He wasn't. We made him look like a freaking rookie, the rookie that he is. And we need to do that again. You feel me? We need to do that again. So if we end up playing the New England Patriots, bring it on. Bring it on, right? If we lose to the Jets, here's the deal. We're now playing the Chiefs. We play the Chiefs, man, because the Titans are number 1 right now. There's not a whole lot of situations that can happen where the Titans fall out. I mean, if they lose, I guess they fall out and the Chiefs go back in. But we'll see how that plays out. But the Titans will probably end up playing and finishing off in the number 2 spot. So here's the deal. Let's jump right into, you know what I'm saying, the playoff simulator. You know, we know we always got to mess for playoff simulator. So let me set myself up for you fine folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the share screen, and you know what I'm saying, the Pittsburgh Steelers have an opportunity to get in this. The Browns are out. Boy, oh boy, did Baker Mayfield look like utter trash last game. Wow, he absolutely looked horrible. If I was a Browns fan, I would be asking for his head. There were times where a guy was straight up wide open, and he's sitting here messing around. Like, stop with that, man. If we have an opportunity to make the playoffs and you sit here missing wide open guys and you just see ghosts, I don't get it. So we're week 18. All right. We don't give a rat's ass about the NFC. So Pittsburgh against Baltimore. I'm going to give it to Baltimore because Baltimore, I mean, listen, it's tough, man, because Pittsburgh can still win it if the Colts lose. But I'm gonna give it to the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're a better team. The Bills should be able to win this game. The Bengals are red hot. They're gonna destroy the Browns. The Texans they're just, I mean, they've had some good wins, but I can't see them taking down the Titans. The Titans need that number 1. They want to fight for that number 1. The Colts are not losing. Let's just say the Patriots win this game, and let's just say the Chargers. I mean, you see how everything's playing out right now. Chiefs will definitely beat the Broncos. I can't see Drew Lock doing anything special. So this is what it's going to look like, folks. This is pretty much what your playoffs are going to look like. Chiefs, Los Angeles, Colts, Bengals, Bills, Patriots. The only difference is it's a win and you're in between the Raiders and the Chargers. So if the Chargers win, it doesn't affect anything that we do. I know we've done this before, folks, but I'm trying to play out scenarios. Let's just say for some odd reason, we lose to the Jets. The Jets come out and they put a whooping on us. We play the Chiefs, just exactly like I said. So let's just say we still win this game. And let's just say Tua comes out and he just lights it up and they beat the Patriots. Guess what? We play the Raiders. So if everything plays out, Raiders win, Dolphins win, that's who we play. Now, here's the question. Does it matter who we play? Do you care who we play? Or are you like, yo, this scenario could happen. I really want these damn Raiders. I'd rather play the Raiders and let the Colts and the Bengals battle out Chiefs. And this would be the ideal scenario. I think that we are a much superior team than the Raiders. So in order for this to play out, we need to win. Dolphins need to come out with a huge upset. And the Patriots are in Miami, so you never know how that plays out. And the Raiders can play and they can take down the Chiefs. So this could be a very scenario. And I would love the scenario. Let these two guys beat up on each other. Let the Bengals and the Colts beat up on each other. And then we go from there. And then that's how it could play out. But anyway, so many scenarios. But at the end of the day, here's what's going to happen. It's most likely going to be the trilogy. It's going to be the Bills. It's going to be the Patriots. And maybe it's going to be on Monday night. right? There's going to be a Monday night playoff game. There's going to be a Saturday playoff game. They're messing up all the whole thing. So it could be a Monday night football game for the Bills and the Patriots. Wouldn't that be something? I really hope it wouldn't, because that means I have to take a day off of work. I ain't trying to burn more time, but hey, it's the playoffs. You got to make it happen. I'll do what I got to do. So here we are. And that's it for me. So folks, I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy. It's been fun. I think we had a great show. We talked on a lot of things. We talked on Antonio Brown, and the mess that's going on with that. I hope it works out for him mentally. If it's a mental situation, if it's just an attitude adjustment that he needs, somebody needs to whoop his ass and, adjust him real good, right? And maybe we'll find him on Dancing with the Stars, or we'll find him fighting Jake Paul. Who the heck knows? But that's where we are right now. So, I missed the super chat. Let me scroll on back to a super chat. I never want to disrespect y'all, because when I was on the other screen, I don't see the chat. So let me scroll on back to see if I can find that super chat, because I can't do that to you. Oh, my man, the ref comes in and says, hey, Tremaine Edmonds has been a little too inconsistent, missed tackles, and in the wrong place. Is he worth re-signing if he wants top 10 linebacker money? Absolutely. Because what you have to look at, let me see if I can find it for you guys. What you guys have to realize is that we as Bills fans, we tend to be a lot harder on our own, right? Because we watch them every week, where we scrutinize them heavily, and we sometimes we jack up other teams' players, right? We make them feel like they're the more superior. But if you look at all the linebackers that are of that top 10 linebackers, I'm trying to look it out. Hold on a second while I do this. I don't know if you guys can see what no, I didn't share it yet. So I'm trying to look it up for you guys so you understand how this plays out in terms of free agent linebackers for next year. So let me see if I can find that out for you guys, because you guys will be interested to see how this plays out, man. Let me see what's going on. So contracts by team, contract per position, largest contract. Let me see if I can find positional payrolls, team salary caps. Our salary cap isn't great, by the way. Our salary cap is not great, but here we are. So team salary cap. Pardon me while I look this up, man, because I need y'all to see free agent tracker. Boom. Okay. So while this loads up, I'm gonna show you what this free agent tracker looks like, because you guys will be very interested to see what your free agency will look like for next year. So let me look at the positions. We'll go to middle linebacker, so you guys can see. I'll just put all linebackers. All right, all linebackers, and we'll go for 2022, and let's go. So I'm gonna share my screen to you, fine folks, so you guys can see for yourself what we are looking at. And then you guys will know, you know what I'm saying? You guys will figure out for yourself, like, okay, so how does this work out? All right, so let's check this out. So check this out. You guys can see my screen right now, right? Boom. Let me take down the ref. I'm going to show you what you guys. So let me show you what you guys are seeing here. So next year, Von Miller, and these are all linebackers, right? Von Miller, Chandler Jones, Anthony Barr. These are all free agents, okay? Hassan Reddick, Jared Davis, Jayon Brown, Nicholas Morrow, Melvin Ingram, KJ Wright, you know what I'm saying? AJ. Yo, so you mean to tell me you're willing to give up? You know what I'm saying? You're willing to give up our guy for Von Miller? Are you going to do that? The 32, almost 33-year-old Von Miller? Chandler Jones, 31. If you look at these guys, man. Hassan Reddick right now, he's playing pretty well in Carolina. He'll probably get himself another contract. But let's look at Hassan Reddick. His market value, right? This is what potentially he'll be asking for next year. Are you willing to pay $15.3 million to Hassan Reddick? Or would you rather, and what is he, 27-year-old Hassan Reddick, or would you rather give it to your 23-year-old linebacker in Tremaine Edmonds? Like, those are the things you guys gotta pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help y'all out here. You know what I mean? There's Hassan Reddick, Von Miller, Chandler Jones. Let's see, KJ Wright. KJ Wright's a good linebacker. You know what I'm saying? What's KJ Wright's market value? KJ Wright's going to be asking for what, 12 to 13? Let me see. $7 million. And KJ Wright is 32 years of age. So keep your own. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad as you guys may make it seem. You want to keep your own, fam. So that was just an idea, just to give you an idea. So we're quick to like get rid of this guy, get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was in the same position when I was looking at Harrison Phillips. He's probably gonna get another contract from us. The way he's playing right now, he's playing really well. I hope he keeps it up for years to come. But you know what I'm saying? We can't sit here and poo-poo on the young linebacker that's still got a lot to learn. And I know he's been in the game 4 years now, but everybody kind of, it slows down at some time. Look at Harrison Phillips. I was ready to say, yo, sayonara. But Harrison Phillips is playing like a monster right now. The same thing could click, you know what I'm saying, for Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? He's playing a very tough position. So don't be so damn hard on him, dude. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we got a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? He's already coming back next year at 12 mil. So, I mean, we picked up his option. So he's going to be back. It's just now we got to make a decision as to what we're going to do long-term with him. So we'll see how that plays out. But hey, it is what it is, folks. I mean, enjoy what we got right now. We got a very good freaking roster. Let's keep it up. Let's grind it out. We got a Super Bowl to freaking win. And let's do it, man. Let's do it on a freaking on a quarterback's back. You know what I'm saying? The running backs are playing well. The defenses, everybody's healthy right now. Yo, this would be the time for us to go on a freaking run. I mean, so let's do this shit, man. Now, before I get out of here, what did you guys have us finishing the league, right? And when I say finishing the league, what did you guys think we were going to finish, right? Were we going to finish with 11 wins, 10 wins? Did you guys see us finishing at 10 and 7? Did you guys finish it? Did you guys see us finish at like 16 and 1, 17 and 0? Well, what were your thoughts? Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Wait, somebody want to say something with the chest? Who's got to say something with the chest? I gotta hear it out. Who's got to say something? Somebody, David Pilata. David, don't be that dude, man. Don't get tossed out of the room if you're being disrespectful. I don't know what you're saying, David Pilata, but I hope you're not being a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. You know, we want everybody to be chill. You know what I'm saying? We in 2022, baby. We don't want to be all he talking shit. He said this is a lousy show. David, you're probably a Patriots fan, so I get it. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. And that's why you're here. So it's cool, man. Enjoy the rest of the show, baby. Enjoy the rest of the show. And when your Patriots come to Buffalo, because most likely we're probably going to win, and you're probably going to win, and you're going to end up coming to Buffalo, and then we'll see you back on the show, and you can talk your shit when you're here. You know what I'm saying? But you probably won't be, because you'll be crying. So it's all good. Now, get back to my point. I thought with this game, we were going to go at least 14-3, 13-4. The reason I thought that was the last game, right? I thought we were going to rest the starters. We're going to win the division. We'll rest the starters, and then we won't even need to win that game. But in this case, we're not, right? So I had us going 14-3, 13-4, not knowing what was going to happen with that. But here's the interesting part. Here's who I had us beating, and here's who I had us losing to, right? So I had us losing to the Steelers, and we did. Because I remember, if you guys remember, I was like, yo, I don't feel good about this game at all. And sure, we did. We lost that game. And then I had us going on a streak, beating Miami, beating the Redskins, beating the Texans, beating KC. I had us beating KC, which we did. And I had us beating the Titans, which we lost that game, but we were so damn close, right? Then I had us beating the Texans, the Dolphins, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then beating the Jets. So at that point, we would have been 8-1. Going into the Colts, I had us beating the Colts. Then I had us losing to the Saints. Why? I have no idea, but I had us losing to the Saints, right? Don't forget, this is at the beginning of the season, right? Losing to the Saints. That gets us at 9-2, excuse me. Then we had that Monday night against the Patriots. Then I had us losing to the Patriots on Monday night, and we did, right? And then beating the Panthers, beating the Pats, and which we did, and then beating the Falcons, and then beating the Jets. So that's how I had it played out. But boy, did we lose to the games that we did not want to lose to. The Jacksonville Jaguars. We losing to the Texans, losing to the Steelers, right? Losing to the damn Patriots. So those are the games that kind of threw us off a little bit. But nonetheless, it's crazy because a lot of us, we sit here and like, oh, we're going to go like 15-2. And then you're sitting here like, yo, we got 6 freaking losses. How the hell did we lose 6 losses? Like 6 teams, man. So it's one of those interesting ones, man. My man, Brent Thompson says, yo, Pittsburgh win, Jacksonville win, Tennessee slip win, should get there. A lot of people talk about that the Titans game, and if Josh didn't slip, and I don't share the same, ideas as other people, I don't know if we would have got in there, because if you look at that play again, Simmons absolutely blew up John Feliciano and absolutely blew up Deion Dawkins and had his paw all over Josh Allen. I don't know if Josh Allen gets there now. He does slip. But it's like, it's tough, man. It is really tough. But I mean, we needed that first down. We didn't get it, but it is what it is. But anyway, folks, that's my time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Whoever that dude was that was talking ish, God bless you. I mean, you'll be all right. I'll see you next week on the show, and we'll go from there. So, folks, it's my time, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy. You guys waited it out. You know what I'm saying? Daddy duty was there. I had to hold my little guy to make sure he was cool before mom came through. And y'all waited out for your boy, and I appreciate it. Much love. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rico Report. It's your boy Rico. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's always Buffalo versus everybody. Another thing, it's always a Buffalo state of mind, man. You listen, going to those playoffs, man, is put your damn helmet on, grind it out, and it's a Buffalo state of mind. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead to the BF Fan Shop. Cop your t-shirts, your sweaters, all that good stuff. It's the Buffalo state of mind. Get it. You know what I'm saying? You'll get yours by the middle of January. I promise you that. And then if you want to support, you know what I'm saying, get yourself these general tees. My man Josh Allen will lead us to the damn Super Bowl. And how fire would these tees be, man? The general leads us to the Super Bowl, and that's what it is, man. So, folks, enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We had a great showing today, so I appreciate y'all, man. And tomorrow, we got the film room. This will be an interesting film room to see how the run game played out, the O-line played out. My guy Kendall and my guy Clay will bring you guys the heat, and then we're back at it again on Thursday, and then on Friday, I'm back with you. So I hope I feel a little better by then, and we'll go from there. So, folks, until next time, it's your boy, and I'm gone. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'm out of here. Let's go.